Welcome back to AI Brief, episode 80. I'm Amin. And with me today is Leah for another deep dive into the world of AI. We have a really fascinating mix of developments to discuss today, from OpenAI's moves in Washington to how Google's personalizing Gemini, and then some surprisingly efficient new models hitting the scene.
It's a pretty dynamic landscape right now.
It really is.
Big players are making some huge moves, and then you have smaller companies pushing the boundaries of what's possible.
Absolutely. Let's start with OpenAI's proposal to the White House.
Okay.
Essentially, they are asking for a federal shield against state-level AI regulations. Which is an interesting move, don't you think? Especially when you consider their request to restrict Chinese open-source rivals, like DeepSeek.
Yeah.
They're citing security risks as the reason behind that.
Yeah, it certainly does raise questions about whether OpenAI is really prioritizing fostering innovation or simply trying to solidify their own position, in the market. On the one hand, they are advocating for federal oversight. They're calling for investment in AI infrastructure, things that could actually benefit the entire industry. But then on the other hand, their attempts to limit competition from these open source models, especially those that they deem quote unquote state controlled, really does kind of raise concerns about potential conflicts of interest.
For sure, especially with their ambitious Stargate project, which is estimated to be worth, get this, $500 billion. So it seems like they're really going for a dominant role in the AI landscape.
It seems that way. And this brings up a really crucial question for you, the listener. What kind of AI ecosystem do we want to see in the future?
Right.
One that's dominated by a few very powerful players, or a more open and collaborative environment where innovation can truly flourish from multiple sources?
Yeah, it's a good question to ask. Now, shifting gears a little bit, let's talk about a company that's really focused on making AI more accessible. Cohere has just launched Command A. It's an enterprise-focused AI model, and it's all about efficiency. We're talking performance comparable to leading competitors, but running on just 2 GPUs.
That's really significant because that makes these powerful AI capabilities much more practical and affordable for businesses to utilize. Imagine being able to process those customer requests, in half the time, or analyze massive data sets, but without needing a huge investment in hardware.
Exactly. That kind of efficiency really could level the playing field,
Yeah.
allowing smaller businesses to leverage AI without, breaking the bank. It also addresses the data security concerns that some companies have when they're hesitant to rely on cloud-based solutions.
For sure. Cohere is really positioning Command A as a solution for businesses that want to maintain control over their data, but still want to benefit from these cutting-edge AI capabilities.
And speaking of leveraging data, Google's taking a different approach with Gemini. They're focusing on personalization, and they're tapping into, get this, users' vast search histories to tailor the responses that they get and really create a more contextually aware AI experience.
Right. Think about it. Google has access to an incredible amount of data about your online behavior, your interests, even your preferences. So by integrating this data into Gemini, they can create a truly personalized AI assistant that really understands your needs, even anticipates your requests.
And they're planning to expand this personalization to other Google apps like Photos and YouTube, creating an AI that can pull information from your entire digital life to give more relevant and helpful responses.
So it's a really fascinating concept, but it also brings up some important questions about privacy and data control.
Exactly. How comfortable are you with Google having access to such a comprehensive picture of your digital life? And then how do you ensure that this data is being used responsibly?
Right. Google is emphasizing the opt-in nature of these features, so that does give users a choice to control how much of their data is shared.
Right, that transparency is crucial.
Yeah, and it's also essential to stay informed about how these technologies are evolving and how your data is being used.
Yeah.
As AI becomes more personalized, the need for user awareness and control becomes even more critical.
100% agree. Now, Google isn't just focused on personalization. They're also really pushing the boundaries of multimodal AI with Gemini.
Yeah, this is where things get really interesting. So Google's given everybody free access to Gemini's native image generation capabilities on AI Studio.
Wow.
This is a big deal. It opens up a whole new world of creative possibilities for users of all skill levels.
I can imagine.
What sets Gemini apart is its ability to seamlessly move between text and images. Like, imagine being able to describe an image that you want to create and Gemini can generate it for you in seconds.
That's incredible.
Or you could upload an existing image and ask Gemini to modify it in specific ways.
Wow. So this direct interaction between text and images makes Gemini's so powerful, so versatile.
Exactly. It's not just about generating pretty pictures, it's about using AI as a creative tool to really bring your ideas to life in these visually compelling ways.
And people are already doing incredible things with Gemini, like transforming magazine covers, adding realistic details to photos, even creating and placing video game characters in 3D environments.
And this is really just the beginning. As more people gain access to these tools and start experimenting, I think we're going to see an explosion of creativity and innovation in the world of AI-powered image generation.
It's a very exciting time to be following this space, and it's clear that Google is committed to making these powerful AI capabilities accessible to everyone. But hold on tight, because there's so much more happening in the AI world.
Yeah, we've got AI2 making waves with their release of OLMo 232B. This is a big deal because it's the first fully open model that has surpassed the performance of models like GPT 3.5, even GPT-4 Mini, on those standard academic benchmarks. What's really remarkable is it achieves this level of performance using significantly less computing power. We're talking about a third of what similar models require.
Wow. So better performance, increased efficiency, a win-win for the open source community. What does this mean for developers and researchers working with limited resources?
It opens up some really exciting possibilities, you know? It means they can now access and experiment with these really powerful language models without needing this massive computing infrastructure. It's really democratizing access to cutting-edge AI technology.
I like that. And speaking of access, Microsoft and Xbox are joining forces to launch Copilot for gaming. This AI-powered assistant is designed to really enhance the gaming experience in a number of ways.
Think of it as your personal AI gaming companion. It can help you get into games faster, provide real-time coaching and tips, even enhance your social interactions within the game. It's all about creating a more personalized and immersive gaming experience.
And they're rolling out early access to mobile users soon. The gaming world is definitely embracing AI in some really innovative ways.
For sure. And speaking of innovation, Google is stepping up its game by adding support for YouTube in the Gemini API and Google AI Studio. This is a huge leap forward in multimodal AI.
It's essentially giving Gemini eyes to see and understand video content. What are some of the potential applications of this?
The possibilities are vast. Imagine Gemini analyzing video footage to provide real-time insights, or maybe generating summaries of these lengthy videos, or even creating new video content based on your prompts. It could revolutionize how we interact with and utilize video content.
That is a game changer. Now let's talk about the future of web design. Andrej Karpathy, a prominent figure in the AI world, has a pretty thought-provoking prediction. He believes AI will fundamentally change how we design websites.
His argument is that as large language models become more sophisticated and more prevalent, websites will actually be optimized for these AI systems, not just for human readability.
So we might be moving toward a future where websites are designed primarily for AI consumption. What would that even look like?
That's a fascinating question. You know, imagine websites with these streamlined content structures optimized for AI comprehension and analysis. It could make information retrieval much more efficient, more accurate, but it also raises questions about the user experience for us, humans.
Do we need entirely new ways to navigate and interact with web content? It's a paradigm shift that could have some profound implications for the internet as we know it.
It really could. Now, shifting gears to the field of healthcare. Insilico Medicine has secured $110 million in funding for its groundbreaking AI-powered drug discovery platform.
And what sets their platform apart is its use of multimodal foundation models and a fully automated robotic lab with, get this, a bipedal humanoid AI scientist.
A robot scientist.
It's incredible.
This robot can work tirelessly, analyzing data, conducting experiments, and potentially accelerating the discovery of new life-saving treatments.
It sounds like something out of science fiction, but it's a real-world example of how AI is transforming healthcare.
Absolutely. And speaking of transformation, Alibaba is making its mark by integrating its advanced Qwen models into its consumer chatbot. These models offer some pretty impressive capabilities, including deep thinking, search, other agentic features, all accessible through a single app.
So it sounds like Alibaba is creating a comprehensive AI ecosystem for its users, a one-stop shop for all their AI needs.
Yeah, they're definitely aiming for that seamless and user-friendly experience, integrating these powerful AI capabilities into everyday tools and services.
Now let's dive into the world of trending AI tools. We've got a lot to cover, so let's make it snappy. First up is Duck AI, a platform that provides anonymous access to popular AI models like GPT-4o Mini and Claude 3.
For users concerned about privacy, this is a great way to experiment with different AI models without having to share personal information.
Yeah, and next we have Quadratic. This is a tool designed for data enthusiasts.
Whether you're a data scientist, analyst, or developer, Quadratic lets you chat with your data, connect to databases, visualize results, all in one place. It really streamlines the data analysis process and makes it more accessible to a wider audience.
Absolutely. And for those who dream of building applications without coding, there's Greta. It lets you create full-stack applications in a matter of seconds.
This is a game changer for rapid prototyping and development. It democratizes the ability to bring ideas to life quickly and efficiently without needing extensive coding expertise.
Amazing. And for those who struggle with transcribing long videos, Whisper V3 is here to help. It effortlessly transcribes lengthy YouTube videos with a single click.
Think of all the time you can save. It's a valuable tool for researchers, content creators, anyone who needs to extract text from video content.
It is. And that's just the beginning. The world of AI tools is constantly expanding, offering new and innovative ways to leverage the power of AI. We've got Gemma 3, Google's impressive multilingual AI model family that boasts a massive context window of 128K.
And then we've got Gemini 2.0 Flash Exp, which allows you to upload, create, and edit images directly through text conversations thanks to its new native image generation capabilities. The level of control and flexibility this provides is truly remarkable.
And then we have R1 Omni, Alibaba's open-source multimodal reasoning model, which goes beyond simply understanding text and images. It can actually read emotions, adding another layer of depth to AI interactions.
And we can't forget about Perplexity MCP, which connects Perplexity's Sonar model to Claude, enabling real-time web search capabilities within the Perplexity platform. The pace of innovation is simply astounding.
It's a whirlwind of advancements, and it can be hard to keep up. But that's the beauty of this field. There's always something new to discover and explore.
It really is. And with this rapid pace of development comes this sense of immense possibility. We're on the cusp of a technological revolution, and AI is at the heart of it all.
What stands out to you most from all these developments? What are you most excited to see unfold in the next few years?
For me, it's the convergence of accessibility and capability. We're seeing these incredibly powerful AI tools become more readily available to a wider audience than ever before. This democratization of AI has the potential to unleash this huge wave of creativity and innovation across industries and disciplines.
I like that. Imagine a world where anyone, no matter their technical background, can harness the power of AI to solve problems, to create art, and push the boundaries of human ingenuity. It's an exciting prospect.
It is, and it's not just about the technology itself, it's about the human stories behind these advancements. The researchers, the developers, and the entrepreneurs who are pushing the limits of what's possible. And it's about the people who are using these tools to make a real difference in the world, whether it's accelerating drug discovery, or making information more accessible, or just finding new ways to express themselves creatively.
That's what makes this field so captivating. It's not just about bits and algorithms, it's about human potential and the power of innovation to shape the future.
Exactly. And that future is being written right now. Every new development, every breakthrough brings us closer to a world where AI is seamlessly integrated into our lives, augmenting our abilities and expanding our horizons.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into this ever-evolving world of AI, we want to leave you with this question. What role will you play in shaping this future? Will you be a creator, an innovator, a user, or simply an observer? The choice is yours.
And no matter what role you choose, it's so essential to stay informed, engaged, and curious about the possibilities of AI. The journey's just beginning, and it promises to be an extraordinary one.
Thanks for joining us on this exploration of the AI landscape. If you enjoyed this deep dive, be sure to follow AI Brief for more insightful discussions and deep dives into the world of artificial intelligence. And don't forget to share this episode with your friends and colleagues who might be interested in learning more about this fascinating and rapidly evolving field. Until next time, stay curious.